All right, I want to quickly bring something very important to your notice, okay? There is a story, very striking story, that we barely preach in church, and we barely hear, preachers, talk about. This story is very, very striking to the extent that I would take our time to, to work on it to the best of my ability so that you will understand what I'm saying, without any prejudice, without having hatred or anger for anybody. Permit me to say this striking word. Every woman is not a mother, but every mother is a woman. Why did I say so? There is a striking story in the book of 2 Kings chapter 6. If you read from verse 24 to verse 30, that story is so touching to the extent that preachers barely touch it. It's a story about two women. And because there was famine in the land, and the famine was so grievous to the extent that, the people began to eat themselves. These two women, they had children. And one said to the other, he said, let us eat your son today, or let us eat your child today. Then tomorrow we will eat my own. And the other woman agreed, brought out her son or her child. They killed the child. They boiled the child. They both ate it. You see, this is where I come to the conclusion that it is not every woman that is a mother. And though every mother is necessarily a woman. You see, it's so painful that some mothers are responsible for the premature death of their sons, especially the married sons. Some mothers, it's so painful that we have to, talk about this. As important as mothers are, as precious as they are, some are too, too wicked, or maybe with their ignorance, their over possessiveness over their sons has given birth to premature death of young sons, young husbands, young married husbands. I said some mothers are responsible for the premature death of their married sons, especially those who marry the women they don't like or they don't want for their sons. So in so doing, unknowingly to them, not knowing that the peace of mind of their son in his married home is paramount, is very, very important. So when you trouble your daughter-in-law, you are troubling your son's peace. And this will go a long way to truncate the lifespan of that young man without you knowing. Now look at it from this angle, from this story. This woman came up with a suggestion that they should, eat her neighbor's son today. Then tomorrow they will eat her own son. This woman didn't come up with the suggestion that they should eat her own first today, so that they will eat her neighbor's own tomorrow. This woman told her neighbor, let us eat your own child today. Then tomorrow we will eat my own. She thought that that neighbor is like her, who hates her own son. That neighbor is like her, who abhors, who has found a reason not to ever be in harmony with her son. And she agreed, and they ate her son. Now here we are. While they were slaughtering that son, did the mother not hear the cry of her son? While they were twisting the neck of that little baby, where was the mother? So there was no motherly feelings anymore. There are a lot of mothers who are in this category. They have brought out their children to their neighbor to strangulate. They have brought out their children to the community to strangulate. They have brought out their sons to their sisters and their brothers to strangulate. Why those sisters and brothers are keeping their children's marriage and their peace, they are helping you to trouble your own son's marriage and your son's home and his peace. You have brought out your own son. Say, let us slaughter him. Why? Because you want to survive that day, you want to eat, you have pleasure, you are taking pleasure. Your son has done what he's not supposed to do. He disobeyed you by going forward to maybe get a wife for himself, and therefore he will not know peace anymore. That is the only reason why you will want to make sure that your son dies a premature death. Your son will die before you. Before that son, where they were, strangulating, while she was giving that child out to be slaughtered, and the child was screaming and crying painful cry. So where was the love? Where was that sympathy? Where was the motherly love? That is why I said many women are not mothers. Even if they gave birth to children, that is not what necessarily make a woman mother. Many women are not mothers, though many mothers are women. Imagine how this woman, the second book of Kings chapter 6, go and read it for yourself. From verse 24 to verse 30, the woman brought out her own son to be slaughtered, while they pinned the son's hands and legs, and while they were cutting, and the son was struggling for life. There was no womanly or motherly feelings anymore for the child. All you are interested in is because he didn't do what you want him to do. So you have brought him out to the public to strangulate him financially, to strangulate him materially, to strangulate his peace, to strangulate his life, to strangulate all that concerns him, to strangulate his happiness. Because why? You are not happy because he went to marry maybe the woman you said you don't want for him. That marriage is not necessarily for you. The marriage is his own. You have married his father. You will remain with your marriage. But here he has his life to live. But that will not come to your mind anymore. He has to do it the way you want it. If he doesn't do it that way, therefore he has to die premature death. This is the reason why many young men are dying premature death. Many young married men, unknowingly to their mothers, they are responsible for the death of their young sons who are married. Why? Because instead of helping to make sure that the marriage succeed, you are the major person who is breathing fire and brimstone to see that marriage does not succeed. Just because you know when the woman is not at peace, your son will not be at peace. Here, the woman brought out her own son for the reasons we may not know. Brought out her own young son to her neighbor. Did she walk away? Did she not hear that her son was crying? Did she not hear the voice and the screaming of her dying son? The Bible said they boiled the child. After they boiled the child, they ate the child. She ate her own son with her neighbor, thinking that the following day her neighbor will bring out her own son to be slaughtered the way they slaughtered her own. But unknowingly to her, the following day the neighbor did not bring her son to be slaughtered. So she cried to the king and said, "Help me." How is the king going to help you? To tell the neighbor to bring out her son? You think that your neighbor is as foolish as you. And the king said unto her, then what is the matter? What aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, hear the voice of a foolish mother. He said, this woman said unto me, give thy son, not thy daughter, thy son. He said that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. Okay, so we boiled my son, imagine. He said, and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him. And she had hid her son. What a wise woman. Yes, what a wise woman. She is a wise woman. She has helped that woman to destroy her home. She has helped that woman to destroy her son, to truncate her son. That woman has become a childless mother, a stupid mother. Now she has gone to hid and protect her own, so that her own will not be eaten. And as foolish as this woman is, he's still calling that she should still bring her son so that they will eat it, because she still didn't know what has happened. No, she still didn't know what has happened to her. He said, bring it, let us eat it. Bring your son, let us eat. That is what she's after. Not knowing that that woman's intention was to make you a motherless woman. So many women are not mothers. Many women are not mothers. Not because they gave birth. They are not mothers. They are responsible for the premature death of their sons, especially the married one who married the women they never assigned, they never agreed with, they don't like, they don't want. They don't marry this one. And the boy and the maid and the son said, no, this is my love. This is where my heart is. He said, no. She who married the son's father want to marry the son. No, your choice may not be your son's choice. You people may not agree over that. That is the only choice, the first choice your son wants to make, and you are fighting it and making sure that he will not know peace. This is where many of them are dying premature death. Be sure that some of you mothers are responsible for the premature death of your sons. So the married one who married the women you never agreed upon. It is well. I pray that you change from this. I pray that this message meets you with the right spirit and you change, so that you will help your children to raise their home. As their marriages are successful, you too will be successful. You will help your children to raise their home, to make them stand on their ground as successful men, not only in society, but also successful in their marriages. I don't think there is any son who is happy when the mother and the wife, they are loggerheads. They are not happy. Just have it at the back of your mind that you are destroying the peace of your son's home. And anybody who is helping you is not happy. He who is helping you to destroy your son's peace is not your friend. It's an enemy. Whether that person is your blood sister, your blood brother, that person is your enemy. He is in the category of that woman who said, bring your son, let's eat him. When it is time to eat her own, she went to hide it. There are many people who are helping other people to destroy their family. They will not allow you to destroy their own. There are many people today who are giving you, knife, spears, bow and arrow to kill your own son, not knowing that they will not allow you to touch their own. There are many people today, many women, whom your own son is doing better than theirs. Because your son is doing better than theirs, they will want your son to fall to the same level like their own, thereby making you their secret competition unknowingly to you. That is why they give you advice on how you should punish or how you should deal with your son. I will not permit that from my son. My son talks to me like this, I will deal with him. Whereas their sons or their children are worse than your own. So when you succeed in killing your son, they will cover theirs. They will not allow you to kill their own. This is what happened. 2 Kings chapter 6. Go and read it from verse 24 to verse 30. The woman suggested, he said, bring your son. Unknowingly to that woman, she was her secret competition. She wanted to make sure that we cannot have children on the same level. You must lose your own. You must lose your, I must be the only person who has it. Unknowingly to her, that is her neighbor, that is her own neighbor. Unknowingly to her, her son, maybe her son is even more better than her own in certain aspects. But the only way she want that you don't enjoy that situation, you don't enjoy that your son, is that you must lose your son. They come to give you advice. They come to tell you, they support you to destroy your own home. They support you to make you a childless mother. They support you to make you a woman whose children are dying before their eyes. They support you to make sure that your son does not enjoy his marriage. Whereas your son, their children their sons who is not, or who are not as better as your son, they are there. They will cover them, protect them. They may pretend to speak evil of their children just to make sure that you fall to their level, but they will not allow you go there. He said, we will eat my own tomorrow, but let us eat your own first. So the woman thought her neighbor was giving a good advice. After all, if we eat my own today, we will eat her own tomorrow. But foolishly and unknowingly to her, when they ate her own today, it was time to eat the neighbor's own. So the neighbor protected her son. The neighbor protected her own son. But yet, at that moment when the neighbor was protecting the son, you have lost your own. So who is a loser? You have ate your own son. There is no judgment. There is nothing to be done. You brought up your son and they ate your son. So many women today are responsible for the death, the premature death of their own sons, especially the married one who married the women they don't like. This is where the battle lies. Many women need to understand that their role in the life of their married children is very important. So when you bring out your son to the public, to the community, to other people, let them be your sisters, let them be your brothers. When you bring out your son, they will help you to kill him. But they will not allow you go to deal with their own son or kill their own son. They will not allow you. That is how foolish some mothers are. You know, that is why I said many women are not mothers. But mothers may necessarily be women. Many women are not mothers. You are not a mother just because you gave birth to the child. You are a mother because there is responsibility. Giving birth to the child gives you room for responsibility. There is responsibility as a mother. You must guard, you must protect, you must pray, you must help, you must advise. Even if after advising and the son seems to say, no, this is my choice, I want to stay with this woman, this is the woman I love, then guard both of them, help both of them to stand on their feet, to become that people they are. Because he married a woman of his choice does not necessarily make him a failure. Because he married a woman of his choice does not necessarily mean that he has made everlasting mistake. No, he cannot marry you. You are the mother, and he may not necessarily marry the woman you want for him because it is by choice. Your choice may not be his choice. He may be in love. You will help him. You will guard him. It doesn't mean it must fail. It doesn't mean he must die. There are many sons today who are dying premature death. The reason is because of their mothers. I will do a second part of this message so that it will not be too long. Maybe I will be able to show you more points or more reasons why many women are responsible for the premature death, or many mothers are responsible for the premature death of their sons, so that you will know how to do things, how to work with your sons. We will not just be praying and shouting. No, there are many homes today, many homes whose peace, when peace has been dented, when the enemy has robbed you of your peace, every other thing loses taste. So they should understand this. So today, many sons are dying prematurely. Why? A woman has brought out her son to be slaughtered. So they will help you to slaughter it. They will help you to eat your son. They will help you to bury the son. They will help you. But they will not allow you to touch their own. So who is a foolish person? You have to retrace your step I'm speaking to you, this woman, who is fighting your son's peace. You are fighting your son's peace, and you are killing him gradually. You should know this, and you should be warned. Hear this message and hear it in a good faith. May it meet you in a good faith, in a good sense. Please, you have to retrace your step. May God bless you.